Right now, an AI is watching me through my webcam. Every 5 seconds, it takes a photo, analyzes my posture, and if I'm slouching, it'll send a notification to my Mac. Imagine doing this with ChatGPT or Claude, sending an image every 5 seconds all day. You would burn through dollars in hours, but this completely free. And every single photo stays on my Mac, no cloud, no server, no one is storing pictures of me at my desk. In my last video, I covered what Gemma 4 is and why local AI matters. I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. But that was all theory. Today, we are building it step by step. No coding experience needed. And to make this even easier, I've put every single step, every command, everything you need into a PDF that you can download from my description. So you can just follow along, copy paste the commands, and you will be up and running. And later in the video, I will also give you more ideas on how I'm using local AI to build privacy and cost-focused features that I would never try with ChatGPT or Claude. So let's get started. Okay, so first thing first, we're gonna use a free open source AI model called Gemma 4. This is built by Google, and we are going to use the lightweight model within Gemma 4 that's called E4B, which means you can run it on a decently spec'd machine. You don't need expensive hardware. I'm using an M3 Max chip with 32 GB RAM, but this should easily run on a machine over 8 gigs. More the better. I'll share more hardware requirements soon. Okay, hardware aside, let's get all the software required to set up your posture monitor. Of course, we need the AI model, but that's just the brain. We need something that will send messages to the brain and show us back the responses. And that is Ollama. That is also open source and secure. No accounts needed, no API key, nothing goes to the cloud. Open up your terminal on your Mac. If you've never used it before, don't worry, just hit Command plus space and then type terminal and hit enter. That's it. All the commands that I'm about to use are in the PDF linked in the description, so you can literally just copy and paste them. Now, I'm running this one command that will download and install Ollama on my Mac. Okay, that's it. Done. Simple, right? Now we need to download the AI model. Like I said, I'm going to be using Gemma 4 E4B model. If you have a beefy machine, feel free to run even the next larger model, the 26 billion parameter model, which will analyze your posture even better. I ran both. E4B worked just fine, so I'm running this Ollama command that will download the Gemma 4 E4B model locally. Now, if you're not sure what E4B, 26B are, watch my previous video. I've already given a high-level overview of all of these. See how easy it is to download and run AI model. Literally single-line command. Before we ask it to analyze my posture, let's fire up Gemma and see if it works. That's another one-line command. You can see that it's waiting for an input. Now, this is just like ChatGPT. I can ask it anything, it'll respond back, and it can even take image inputs and everything. The best part is, it's simply chatting with the local model that you just downloaded, and it's not sending any message to the cloud. I can even use it if the internet is off. So cool, right? This by itself is a huge win for privacy and cost. Now, let's make the best use of this local AI. Let's build a posture analyzer. I have a local AI. I can send and receive messages to it. It can analyze and reason anything I want. It's free, it's private. So what can I do with it? That's why I came up with this use case of fixing my posture using AI. I cannot even think about doing this with ChatGPT or Claude. First, I will need to send like 1,000 photos of myself in a day continuously, which obviously I don't want to. And even if I send, the cost of ChatGPT to work through 1,000 photos a day would be unimaginable. So what do I need to get this done? I need something that will capture photos of me at my desk every 5 seconds. Well, for that, I can use my webcam. Then I need to send that photo to Gemma, ask if my posture is right, then if not, alert me with a notification. Now, I have no idea how to do this, but well, we have a free AI local model, why not just ask it? So I simply fired up Gemma 4 using Ollama like this. Then I asked Gemma with the following prompt to give me a Python script that will capture a frame using my webcam. send it to Ollama Gemma 4, analyze my posture, and send me a message back. And it did it. To be honest, this is a lightweight model. I wasn't expecting it to give me any decent code, but it did. And it worked. It even told me what are my prerequisites, what should I do first to run the script, how to run the script and everything, which is pretty fascinating for such a lightweight model. I simply then saved it to a text file with a .py extension. I did run into some trouble because I didn't follow its prerequisite information properly, but I simply asked Gemma back how to fix it and it helped me fix everything. Once everything was clean, one more command to simply start the Python code. The script then started taking a photo using a webcam every 5 seconds, sent it to Gemma using Ollama, and repeatedly told me that I was slouching. Well, that's on me. I do have a bad posture. But when I did sit properly, it did tell me that my posture was good though. It even gives you tips like try to keep your ears aligned over your shoulders or engage your core to support your spine. From a free model running locally on my Mac. Now think about doing this with Claude or ChatGPT, sending your images so many times. Local AI for the win. I did do a couple more upgrades to my script though. Who was staring at their terminal all day? Not me. So I went back to Gemma and asked it to upgrade the script so that instead of printing messages in the terminal, it sends me an actual Mac notification when I'm slouching. Now I can be working in any app, writing a script, editing a video, browsing, and a little notification just pops up in the corner telling me to fix my posture. Way more useful. And again, I didn't write a single line of this code. If you want a more solid script, just ask Claude and its free model will give you a script if the Gemma script is not what you want. Okay, by now, I immediately ran into another problem. Every 5 seconds, I was just getting bombarded with notifications. Sit straight, slouching, bad posture. It was too much. So I went back to upgrade my script one more time. So I asked Gemma to make the notifications smarter. Instead of alerting me every single time it detects slouching, I wanted it only to notify me if I've been slouching consistently, like 8 out of last 10 checks. And if I sit up straight, reset the counter completely. Think about how much more useful that is. This is what I love about building with AI. You don't need to know how to code, you don't need to know how to build or install anything. You just describe what you want in plain English and AI figures out the implementation. So once you have a vision model running locally, you can do so much more. A baby monitor that alerts you if your baby rolls into an unsafe position, a pet cam that logs what your dog is doing while you're at work, a security cam that only notifies you when it sees a person, not every leaf blowing by, a focus monitor that actually checks if you're working or scrolling your phone. All free, all private, nothing is leaving your computer. Also, since it's such a lightweight model, even the M2 16GB RAM Mac can run E4B comfortably. For Windows or Linux, an Intel Core i7 or AMD Ryzen 7 from the last 3 to 4 years can run the 4 billion parameter model well enough for practical use. If you have a dedicated GPU, it'll make it noticeably faster. If you made it so far, thanks, and drop a comment and tell me, did you get it working? What other upgrades would you add? I'm genuinely curious to know what you all come up with. Hit subscribe if you haven't already. I'll see you in the next one. This is Anjana. Bye-bye.